Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. Hebrew Israelites to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again, out here pops out of the downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, head to the east. Give praise and glory to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Hakadosh.
Which is the Pele Rubaton. It's great name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors. The apostle elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to you, sister brothers, living the truth. And Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Come today to talk to you about something that we see, man. We're on the eve of all hell breaking loose. And what's going to be a big indicator that hell breaking loose is going to be civil unrest and civil war. The division in Babylon the Great is the greatest I've ever seen in my existence in this little wicked country. I mean, the division is major. You got Edomites all divided up. You know, Jake's been divided up. But you got people versus the government. And then you got on the backdrop of war. So war's about to break out. You're going to have American citizens versus migrants. You got that dynamic about to go into play. And Esau's looking, to take advantage. What they say, order out of chaos. And the chaos, that's what Yahushua got ordered up because he ordered war. And it's going to be, you're going to see households. I'm hearing households in division over politics. One family believe, one member, the wife might believe in Kamala Harris. The husband is a Trump fan. And they arguing about it. And they come to my job, Esau, I argue with my wife all night about who's going to be president. I'm like, damn, dude, you're going to get a divorce. So, and then I'm hearing they divided because their children. The children might be for Kamala Harris. The daddy's for Trump. So like you said, you got households going to be daddy versus son, mother versus daughter. You got a lot of people unaliving their family members because all that the love of many is waxing cold because iniquity is abounding. A lot of people starting to see the government doesn't have a benefit at hand and not looking out for them. So then the public is not going to hear what, the kings and princes of this world got to say anymore. They're not going to care. They're going to do what they see is right in their eyes, power in their hands. So they're not going to abide by that. And then their division is going wide right now. And it's like the government is flicking their nose at the public. It's like poking the bear. They're like, I'm going to take this from you, take that from you, taking tax dollars, give it to the migrants. What you going to do about it? Migrants dropping their little receipts. Americans looking at it like, oh, they getting that. And they struggling to make it by because inflation is so great. Struggling to put gas in, they giving migrants thousands of dollars. That's creating that hostility, man. They get mad, and that's what these elites want. They want war in here. You got sleeper cells in here, Chinese sleeper cells, Russian sleeper cells. They just waiting on orders. Jake it's a bunch of division right now, big time, major. So you see, you got a bunch of Ishmael people here, Elam. They Allah. They all riled up. They seeing what's happening in Europe. That's coming over here.
You got Eve going against Jake because they don't want to vote for Kamala.
Then
you got Eve. You got the 2/3 cool Jakes and shit against the motherfucker Jakes that got a little bit of sense, like to do a little study to know the policies and they going at it. It's hectic out here.
You got a lot of Jake supporting Trump.
Mm-hmm.
They get mad at the other Jake supporting Kamala Harris. And they bring it up. Politics got this place divided big time. You got Kamala Harris out there. She's like we talking about this last night. She's I am whatever you say I am. First she's East Indian, then she's black, then she's just pandering to everybody. She's not solid on nothing. She's pandering to every little group to get support. Then on the other flip side, you got the polar opposite. You got Trump, who's all American, Edomite. I'm all about America first, KKK spirit, Nazi spirit. You got those two parties about to clash, man.
What's crazy when you said that, when you say Kamala Harris is pandering to everybody, all she really doing is giving a voice to everybody. She's giving a voice to all the confused people and all of that, so on and so forth. And that's what Esau wants, that order out of chaos, like you said earlier.
Yeah, and if she pandering to everybody, like I'm for Israel, then I'm not for Israel. How can you trust her to run something? Because the scriptures say a double-minded person is unstable in all their ways.
Yep.
So if she shown you that, hey, man, she a flip-flop to each side, so what make you think she gonna get your best interest when she get into office?
And all she really doing is showing you that she's not united with an agenda. So she's really gonna pick the side of the winning side. So eventually, when you see one side losing, she's on that side.
You're a flip-flopper. Ain't no
Yeah.
order in there. That's chaos.
Yeah, I got one. You know what y'all saying. This is Ephesians 4:14. It's a classic. That we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind and doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. And that's what she's doing. She ain't standing firm on nothing. She's flowing like the wind. Whatever is gonna get her attention at the time, that's what she's gonna represent.
Because that's a woman.
Yep. And the whole thing is you're supposed to, like Tay said earlier, you're supposed to be watching and we see this. And that's what you're supposed to come into the spirit of. Man, you're supposed to be watching and praying that you don't fall into these things. Like these 2/3, they just getting, as soon as they said a girl, a female president, oh, she black, oh, I'm about to fall in there. Didn't even, like, you ain't supposed to put nobody over you anyway unless they're of Israel.
Right.
And like, we ain't even in that type of time no more. So you really shouldn't be voting anyway. But I got this. This is Matthew 26:41. It says, watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. So like you won't fall into the trap because you know that this ain't for you anyway. This ain't your rest. So you're supposed to be looking, watching, kicking your feet up, and making sure nothing come to your door. It says, make sure you don't fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So they're gonna be playing on your flesh because you're a fleshly body, man. And it is weak, so you gotta stay in the spirit. So you won't get be in your emotions and get got over.
I love how you said watch and pray right there too, because when you watch and you pray, ultimately what you're doing is you're watching for the prophecy of your how about you our shot. Okay, so when you watch for the prophecy, then you know that it's coming. But if you're not watching, then you're gonna get caught up in the snares and trap. You know, and that's why it's much important to watch and pray. You know.
Yeah, you're gonna be over there falling into it. Gonna be up at the voting booth, and here come Esau and knock you over the head. And I know you voted for her.
And what you said is so, man, that's prophetic. I can see that happen. I can see a range Trump supporter getting mad, going to one of these little polling sites and just letting know.
The library.
I can see the elite setting something up like that to get, gun control. Like they could use that for a whole policy of gun control. Like we can't even vote in peace. Because here come, they just pay somebody, man. Go light that poll up.
In 2024, you should know you shouldn't be voting for anybody because they already elected, they're not selected.
Right.
So shit, you do that, you putting yourself in harm's way. Especially if you a Jake. That's Esau thing. Let him go to the polls. Let him do that. This is his kingdom. This ain't yours.
On Tuesday, they're gonna have the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. They already setting out pallets of bricks for the people to riot. They're gonna turn Chicago up.
Yeah, that's all planned. Why would you have that in Chicago? You tell us all orchestrated.
There's pictures of it. It was on TikTok. It ain't like no construction going on. It would be like if they just put like 3 or 4 pallets of bricks out here. They ain't building nothing. They ain't putting no new foundations in or nothing. It's just pallets of bricks. But we're gonna have something that's gonna cause some contention like 3 blocks away. And if you want to demonstrate, if you need some tools for destruction, we're gonna just lay them out. Where you just
that's a straight scenario. That's a setup. In Chicago, of all places, they want the drama, man. They want the drama.
Real quick, man, I got a quick precept based on what I said earlier, because this type of division is gonna have family members, going at odds with one another too. And Yahweh Shah said it himself in Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34, and it says, "Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." And it said, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foe shall be they of his own household."
I like that part where it said the sword, because that sword is not only for destruction, it's for a killing tool. When you take a sword and you swipe something, you separate something. But it's a division there now. It's cut down the middle. So it's going to be a division right there. It's going to be fighting. It's not just bloodshed, even though that's going to happen in the midst of all the chaos.
Man, God, that's beautiful, because with that, based on the analogy what the Haki said right there, the sword in this particular case is politics. And that's the separation right there.
Big separation. Yeah, right down the middle, man. And kind of like got them like gangs, man. You got your 2 wings, you got your red and your blue, like Crip and Bloods, and Esau don't know they playing like I noticed they got Jake dividing the streets on that. They got Esau divided on that on a political level, and now it's at the point where they'll fight over their political views. Now they say don't talk politics at work. That's the only thing Esau talking about at work is politics, and they got them all in their emotions. Because the number one thing they worried about, they ain't worried about this new pandemic they talking about, the Mpox. The number one talk at the job is if Trump gonna go to jail. They're terrified of Trump going to jail because they look at Trump as their savior. So they just, man, they play people's emotions more than I've ever seen in my life, man. I've never seen them play with politic candidates like that. You got Kamala Harris pandering, you already know destruction's gonna happen if they elect her. Elam don't respect women leadership. So when they do that, it's straight over with. Then you got Trump. You know, it's like they playing with the Edomites. You know, they hope because all them love Trump, and he got to go to court. I want to say September 18th. You know, and then look how they doing him. He a 34-time felon, 34 counts felon. They got to vote for a felon president. That's them looking crazy. So now they all look stupid and crazy because I noticed the Kamala fans be like, "Oh, you gonna vote for your felon?" And I noticed it takes the whole steam out of they. You know, they feel dumb now. Yeah, they feel dumb. They be like, he a felon. You gonna have a felon president. That's what you want. You want a felon. And then the Trump supporters, it's like they've been demoralized and they hurt. And the only thing they can fall back on when I hear them talking in the group, they say, I'm gonna get my sword out and we're gonna bang if Trump go to jail. So I'm like, that's easy chaos right there. The elites can do easy chaos. They can do take Trump to jail. They done made Trump like he's some like civil rights leader or something. That's why that whole assassination attempt, he had that little money shot with his fist up, and then he got to poke his head out, fight. That's the rouse up Edomites, man. Edomites really docile, they weak. They got to be in big numbers, big groups to do anything, and they really don't have the numbers they used to have, and they're at their most scared point. So Esau's trying to rouse them out there to do something stupid so he can knock them out of there. It's like, and not just Jake is at stake right now, even Edomites, lower class Edomites. Esau playing with them too, with Trump. That's playing with their emotions, man. They are connected. They will cry over this man. And if he go to jail or something happen to him, that's to get them out there to do something crazy so Esau can go ahead, do martial law based on them, create chaos. That's gonna be them out there, shooting up businesses and looting and rioting and wanting to go to Jake neighborhoods. And hey, a lot of them gonna get judgment. They're not gonna make it far in Jake neighborhoods. Like talking from a Tulsa, Oklahoma perspective, out north, out east, Esau's not gonna get very far. I don't give a damn how big their militia group is, how vicious it is. There's too many Jakes. Esau, I know they're the minority now. That's another reason why Esau's scared. And he all fearful. He's the minority. And he know it. So they up for riling them up through politics. And it's like, even though they're the minority, they even got division in their minority. That's how I know it ain't gonna be good for them. They said our enemy, man, every day Joe Sixpack Edomite ain't shit. You gotta be worried about them elites in the suits with that pen and paper. They got the drones, they got the robot, the signals coming out. They'll be the ones who really put hell on Jake. As far as your little Joe Sixpack, man, they about to get knocked off. That's why I be looking at them Edomites like, I wish you would riot. Come my block if you want to. I be looking, and they know it too. He down south, man. That's why it's gonna take a whole lot to get them riled up. But Esau working on it because they scared. I don't see the Edomite in my job beat another Edomite. They fighting each other. They drew blood on each other. I sat there and watched it. Like, they used to be Jake banging with each other. We getting our unity. I been job, certain Jakes, the ones that ain't all tap danced out. Like, what up, brother? Oh, I'm in this area. Yeah, what up? And they see that. And I notice Edomites be staring at Jake. Don't pay attention. I be paying attention. Edomites be up the group like, oh, shit. He cool with him. That's two Jakes that's cool with each other, man. I don't know, man. Dang, man. Jake, I be looking like, God dang, they don't like Jakes, like, being cool with each other. Three Jakes together is a fucking big thing to them.
They got a law passed against that.
Yeah,
they
Jim
Crow law in New York where they were saying five Jake walk down the street, you got to stop and frisk them or something. They stop and frisk them.
They still got that mentality at the job. If it's three of us together, they got to come in. Like, what y'all doing, man? Bust it up, get back to work.
Remember our old job we worked
at?
Yeah,
it was like that too.
Shit, we and Jake get together. Esau be like, man, are they talking about overthrowing us?
Yeah.
What they're doing? Then they'll come rush down the block and break us all up.
But yeah, you look at Northern Tribe, look at Edomite, they can be gathered in 20 packs, say nothing. 3, 4, 5 Jakes. Hey, what y'all doing? So let you know they fearful. They know they got it coming, man. And little they know it's really gonna come from your own people. Them elites. They the ones throwing them out there, giving you the drugs. They the ones doing them lower poor Edomites like that. Is it Jake? We're tough, so we can like flap up with the wave and make it. But Esau's like devastated. He's like, oh, I'm about to go smoke some meth, you know, or some fentanyl, whatever they do. You know, they can't take it. They're off their whole family. I can't make it. Remember, we seen that one video of the Edomites in the car crying? I got a paint job, and I want you to eat, and I want to eat. Well, y'all need to fight. Let's go. He's trying to rile him up. Like, man, that's you doing bad, Esau. We still making it. Motherfucker, you better downsize or whatever. But Esau, man, like you said, Edomite cry. He might off another Edomite. That Edomite say, I'm with Kamala Harris. You know, he for Trump. So all we gotta do is set back. You know, like Ox said, be circumspect, set back, and just make sure they're gonna caught up with Edomites gonna fight each other, man. That's gonna be the first civil war, the first fight. If you gotta get that Egyptian versus Egyptian, they're gonna fight each other first. That's what's gonna usher in martial law and all these new little laws. And then once the chaos is going, then they can pick off Jake. Like, man, Jake over there setting up barbecuing and shit. Hell no. Nah. Man, go get a law. Go get them, man. They up here. Nah, he too comfortable. I ain't having that, man. They gonna come collapse the dollar. That's when Jake gonna go crazy. When the dollar collapse, Jake can't put the money to it no more. And then like a lot of Jakes, like I was saying earlier, a lot of Jakes that ain't paying attention get caught up in, caught up in the hype. Uncle Trump. They gonna go to the rallies and he can get them right there. He go off into the woods. They're gonna be like, yeah, my uncle got a land, we're gonna rally from there. Yeah, Jake gonna get off right there.
That's why I was like, that's the beautiful precept when the Ark of God brought out there, watch and pray. Because really, when you watching and you praying, like again, that's basically taking heed to the scriptures. One of my favorite scriptures to bring out in 1 Peter 5:8, and be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom he may devour. Those are those very same scriptures you should have in mind when you're praying to your Yahweh Yahushua, man.
Basic classic scriptures that you need. I got that Egyptian versus Egyptian.
I pull it. Yeah, let's get it right now.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 19:2. It says, I will set Egyptian.
One and two.
You might get it this cut off.
Okay, I get it. This is Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof. So I want to bring that up right there to show you the modern day Egypt is Babylon the Great, America. That's why you look at the back of your $1 bill, it's a pyramid right there. And I like it said, the Lord, he coming with that master chariot, that fathership, and Esau can feel it. That's why I said the idols of Egypt shall be moved. Trump is an idol right now. They look at that dude. That dude been what they call it, deified. They look at Trump like a god. If you listen to your average, he might talk about Trump.
Demigod.
Yeah, he like a demigod right now. And he said he shall be moved at his presence. Man, Trump about to go down. Man, Trump might go to jail. Trump might get off. And I'm looking at Esau like, you putting all your hope in a con artist. Are you serious? To let me know Esau done lost it. You mean to tell me some spoiled trust fund baby who done, how many times he go bankrupt? 6 times? Can't do business right. He ain't nothing but a good, smart talking con artist. And your faith is in that? And the Lord already visiting this dude. He facing jail time. They saying he ain't got money like that. He ain't paid out that $400 million he owed to New York. So he probably ain't got money like that, like he think. He just got the presence of money. So the Most High is already like judging Trump. Man, you look at Trump will even look kind of weird, like, I might not get to be president.
He looks one down.
Yeah. He about to go to jail. He looking like he's scared. Like, I think like his lawyer in jail. What's his name? Lawyer Cohen. Well, he was in jail. Yep. He done got into it with his lawyer. The vision right there. Steve Bannon. His Trump campaign leaders are in jail.
I think that the lawyer leaking some information on Trump.
Yeah, see the division. So that dude might go to jail. So he wary. Edomites is wary. That's that them idols been moved. That's in Egypt. That's that place looking bad. I want to get verse 2 because this is what's gonna set it off. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight one another against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. That's going into play right now. He said Egyptian versus Egyptian. Who's the modern day Egyptian? Who's the modern day Pharaoh? Esau, Edom. He don't want to let Israel go. He don't want to give us our sovereignty. He don't want to let us be free. So Lord, like, okay, watch this. And put these curses on your butt. And what it say right there? Egyptian fight Egyptian. Now Esau can't get that unity no more. That's why their plans is falling apart. They probably got division in their little little think tanks, little conference meetings. They're probably like, I say we kill this way. I say we use pestilence. I say we use the sword. Hey, forget you and your little weak family. You the reason why we lost the last one. Hey man, say that shit again.
That goes in the verse 3.
God, I might pull that one too. So it said everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. City versus city. You gonna have cities fight each other over politics. This city Democrat, this city Republican. They're gonna fight over that. They're gonna say your liberal stuff is turning our country to a shithole. Hey, your Republican stuff is racist. And they're gonna fight over that. Then it said kingdom versus kingdom. You got Russia about to bang on either Europe or Babylon the Great. Right now, that's locked in right now. Ukraine jumped on Russia. Russia got the full discretion to attack any, what they call it, the Western powers. Somewhere in the West gonna get hit. We just waiting on it.
Iran with
Israel. But I want to get this right here because Russia, those is Edomites. Europe, America, those is Edomites. So Iran, that's Elon. I want to get Russia about to attack. It's East Coast, West Coast beef. Them is both Edomites. And they don't like each other, man. Russia saying this, NATO is saying this, and they about to bang. We waiting on it. So that's that kingdom versus kingdom. The kingdom of Russia, Edomites. The kingdom of NATO, of them, Western European Edomites. They're about to fight. And they neighbors. When we really think about it, Russia and NATO neighbor each other. So I'm gonna bring up verse 3. It says the spirit of Egypt shall fell in the midst thereof, man.
We're seeing that right now. Man. The whole spirit is broke down in here, man. Esau used to have a spirit of pompous pride. I'm tall, can't nothing bring me down. Now he all over into the ground, don't know what to do.
I'm saying it says, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to idols.
And you seen that example of who was that? That who was that?
WEF.
Yeah, the WEF, and they bringing out they bringing out fucking witches and shit. They over here making chants and doing all kind of rituals, and none of that shit's working no more, man. See, they used to be able to talk to spirits on the left hand side and get answers and get what to do next, but now that's not working, man. Their counsels is up being broken. Man. The Lord is taking all that away from them, man.
It said, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Yeah. That go what Ogden said right there. All the witchcraft, all the help just giving them spirits, man. They all like popping up like, hey man, you cooked. These all like, shit.
Yeah, the spirit of Egypt is being broken down right now, real bad, man. It reminds you of the ancient Egypt, how they was doing before they about to go out, man. All the plagues and how their economy fell and all that happened. Yeah,
so this place, man, is gonna lead to this right here. I'm gonna give Mark 13:8. I'm gonna start at verse 7, bump up. This is Mark 13:7. And we shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Be ye not troubled, for such things must be, but the end shall not be yet. So we right here, we listen to rumors of wars. Iran said they're gonna strike Israel. That's a rumor of a war. Russia said they're gonna strike somebody in the West. That's a rumor of a war. Then we got wars. Ukraine, or you might as well say NATO, because they had NATO backing. French troops and all that in America gave them F-16. So NATO invaded Russia. That's war. Ukraine been battling Russia for the past 3 years now? 2 years? I know at least 2 years. That's war. And many wars are gonna break out. Even more. We getting the rumors, but we know it ain't gonna be. The end ain't yet. Because they got to bring out the MOTB, the mark of the beast. They got to bring that out, which that's coming up next, man. You got Elon Musk working his hardest, streamlining it. Other companies already got theirs ready to go, but you can just tell everybody talking about that. It's mainstream media now. They even got people voluntarily putting it in their body. Remember we seen that Edomite chick put it on her hand?
Commercials about it.
So all they need now is like LeBron James and Stephen Curry to get it and promote it, and it's on and cracking, man.
Oh, they had an unboxing video on it, like with that lady.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Unboxing it.
Yeah, they
like
eat
some
Mike.
fucking YouTube product or some shit.
Yep. So you're right. It's been promoted now. That's gonna be the end, but when we're close. Because now I'm looking at Nate and these other camps talking about, it's a spiritual mark. fool. Here go the digital thing in your face. Maybe say this is June, ain't no microchips. Hey, it's August, man. I see microchips being promoted. Like I said, they're doing an unboxing of it, like a celebration. Like, oh, look what she got. Oh, she got this version. And she chit put it in, go test it out. They linked it up on her phone, and dude's like, I'm thinking about getting mine next. So they already promoting that. So what are you talking about? It ain't that, man. It's in your face, man. And then at the same time, you got Trump. All the presidents are promoting CBDCs, which is central bank digital currencies. Trump is backing it up. At first, he started out saying he against it. Now he with it. He doing some Kamala Harris type stuff. They said all them president candidates doing the running game. That's how they do, man. Talk they good stuff, but then you know the leaks tell them like, hey man, you better. Then they get out there. Well, I got a flip flop, and we need the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is good. And then you look at the supporters, they all like, oh, but. Like, man, that's why you shouldn't be supporting it. Like I said earlier, you shouldn't even be caught up in politics no more. It's time to like wipe your butt with politics at this moment. And like shit, no Jake be caught up in that, man. That's Esau's madness. They call it what? Political theater? That ain't nothing but a bunch of games and antics. You know?
It's bread and circus.
Exactly. Part of the bread and circus. And then even in that, if you spiritually, they'll tell you what's going on. Like I said earlier, Trump is promoting CBDCs. Kamala Harris promoting CBDCs. The money's gonna go digital. The dollar's gonna collapse. It ain't got no choice. It ain't backed on nothing. That was all scheduled. Because now they want to put you on a digital system. They can track every dollar, every cent you spend to know where you did it.
That's gonna lead up to civil war too.
God.
And chaos. Because hey, Esau don't want to get tracked like that. They're like, oh man, that's against my constitutional. Oh no, you can't. You gonna just cut off my money right then and there if I want to. If I don't do what you say, that's gonna be bloodshed.
Bring it on my right. My right.
Okay.
Just talking about Saudi Arabia earlier, and basically they're gonna stop trading. That's what's gonna drop the dollar right there because they're gonna stop trading oil in the U.S. dollar. And so that's to let you know how close we are to this thing happening.
When you bring up that point, I want to bring this up too. You got to bring up Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Because Elam and Ishmael, they don't, you know how they do they women, they don't respect women in leadership. She can't go overseas and talk to them.
Right.
They gonna look at her like, y'all got a woman?
Her own daddy said, was shown on social media saying that she disowned her. He disowned her.
Dang.
Like that. Like,
Pop said that?
Yeah, the pop said that.
They said the division's gonna increase up. I think you brought it out earlier. Mother versus daughter. See that division?
She's definitely a harlot.
God, yeah, who knows? We talking about that. She got a technique on sucking off rods.
Yeah,
that's probably why he disowned her too. Like
That's what
she
I'm saying,
disowned about you. You basically a porn star for them.
And then she been found a liar on several occasions, like when she showed up on the Breakfast Club talking about she used to smoke weed listening to Snoop Dogg and Tupac. And at the time she was in college, Snoop Dogg and Tupac hadn't even came out with an album at the time when she was in college.
Yeah,
they was exposing her for that too. And like, who you really listen to? For Tupac and
that's the 90s.
Yeah, they was in the 90s. She was in college back in the 80s.
Yeah. Man. They caught it a lie right then and there. Just lie. Yeah. Lie to the people. Yeah, I still do it. Then you lock people up with, let's say this all a bunch of bullshit, man. And like I said, it's gonna lead to war, man. Let's say especially they give it to her. Because Ishmael was like, man, we don't respect that. They're gonna start doing business more with Russia. BRICS gonna come into play.
Shit, Mexico already cutting off deals with America. They definitely gonna cut off deals with America if she running president.
God, I was meant to do a lesson on that. I'm gonna still do it, Yashrala. Where Mexico said they're no longer buying USA corn. They said that's 46 tons of corn not gonna get sold no more. So that's the weak saying I'm strong. So that's gonna lead to war. And Mexico doing that because they know Babylon the Great can't really do nothing to them no more. They already got too many battles dealing with all this mess over here. So now I can hold my nuts on them and tell them like I ain't about to buy your GMO corn no more. That's on you. So that's war, you know. The USA looking like they already got about 5-6 battles. I can't go battle Mexico too. And Mexico sending all they little cartel, all that little, you know, they mess. Hey, go to America with that.
Helping destroy.
Part why Mexico getting their stuff together. Like all our hardheads going to America. Right. Now we go over and actually farm and do good stuff now. And we send all our problems up north to America. And how they gonna do it? Come pretty good judge.
Yeah, man. I heard all in Latin America, they're emptying out prisons, and they're letting the prisoners come up here.
Yeah, I can see
the
it, man.
prisoners.
And, you know, and I think I seen some TikTok video where they were talking about the crime rate in Venezuela went
Oh
down.
yeah, it went down. I heard it was like by a large portion because they said everybody over here.
Yeah.
No,
They said their whore is this way.
Right. And so now the crime rate is high in America, but that crime rate in Venezuela it went down drastically. Like they barely even got crime over there now.
You got Venezuela that's gonna be versus Babylonian America.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen here. And the cops say, like I said, folks go up there, can they go on their moped? Others gonna be on there, they go, you know, taking over. Like they already took over the apartment in Colorado, Aurora, Colorado.
Right.
The government kicked them out, gave them vouchers, not to get another apartment, not to get another house, gave them vouchers to get hotel room, moved them out, moving the Venezuelans. They saying that's a cartel, moving them in, and you know they said, hey, decking out their apartments, and you know,
they're patrolling their apartments. They're patrolling the buildings, like
yeah, so
guns.
And I think one of the videos where they said the
and
lady,
how U.S. government allow that? They let you know they all together. In
Yeah,
bed
they're
together.
allowing it.
Yeah, U.S. government should be like, man, hold on, this is America. We gonna ban. They allowing it, so they let you know they setting up for the chaos. Like, you know, they gonna get them orders in a minute. Like, okay, move out from your complex and go take these neighborhoods. It's time to move out. Don't just stay at the apartment complex. They gonna make sure you got enough artillery.
Yeah.
Y'all need some more full auto M16,
And
explosive grenades.
and that situation is going to inspire the other groups to do the same thing or
Right.
similar things to that stuff.
God, it's gonna spread like you right, man. It's gonna spread and make others get violent. Especially they see how weak Babylonians are.
Yeah.
I'm like, we took that over easy, I say.
right.
We're gonna do some more.
Yeah.
You know, the Babylonians, you know, your average Edomite is weak, man. They walk around with flip-flops on. You know, they used to, they used to a delicate lifestyle. You know, like I said earlier, being pompous and proud.
Right.
Nobody can attack them. They got big bear bellies. Like a lot of your average Edomite is not ready for war at all. You know, I don't think a lot of them ain't even in shape to fight. So
If you really think about it, I was like,
Gonna
they
be easy,
ain't been, because that's the thing. That's the difference between Jake and Esau, because Jake, they automatically every day we walk out our house, we gotta always look over our shoulder. And that's the further prove pretty much prove their point. Why Esau, Edom, they was in the, the state, gated communities, with raising gardens and all of that stuff like that, which is, man, that's pretty much go to the point. But I want to also bring up that when Esau, because Esau, Edom, he's the one setting up all this chaos, right? And so he's gonna come in and try to bring in that order. That's why we always bring out order out of chaos. Okay, so this is Sirach. If you actually read Sirach chapter 10, where he says, "Never trust thy enemy," this is why we telling you Esau, Edom, and so-called white man, they the devil. They the ones allowing all of this stuff to happen. Okay, and so when you read Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach 12 and 17, when it says, "If adversity will come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first." And that's what he's talking about, that order. Okay, Esau, Edom, he gonna set up the chaos, and then he said, "Thou shalt find him there first." That's that order that he's talking about. You're gonna find the very same people that caused all this chaos. You're gonna find them there first. You're gonna find them there with a handout saying, "If you do this, you take the MOTB, I can send you to a 15-minute city. If you do this and that, we're gonna make sure you safe." Okay, and so these are the very same people that we're talking about. All right, so reading again from the top, and it says, "If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. Though he pretend to help thee, yet he shall undermine thee." All right, and these are the very same devil that we talk about, man. So the minute he helps you out, he's gonna find a way to undermine you. Okay, in verse 18, he said, "He shall shake his hand and clap his hand and whisper much and change his countenance." Right, so he's gonna have that happy go lucky, like, hey, we helped out the American people. They're gonna get a agenda behind it, and that's these very same people that they help, they more than likely gonna be in a concentration camp somewhere. They're speculating on what's gonna happen in their future.
I got what to back up what you're talking about. It's 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So like I said right there, when they say peace and safety, what's Esau gonna do? Once the chaos rain out, You know, and there's chaos everywhere. Ain't no food. The family gonna kick in. You know, Esau gonna come in like a superhero. I got peace and safety. That's why these 15-minute cities is set up. Come in there, but to come in there, you got to give up, you know, your salvation through your house by shower shot. You got to take the MOTB. You got to get on a biometric system by taking that microchip. And that's why I said an instruction come upon them, because the 15-minute cities ain't gonna hold up. The Venezuelans, all the gang, they still gonna be they gonna get right through them defenses, man.
All it's gonna take is the EMP.
Yeah, they gonna come right through the defenses. So they gonna, like I said, they change come upon them like a woman of travail. They gonna took the MOTB, and you still not safe. Because the true safety comes through Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shah, that strong tower. That's what we keep trying to tell Jay. That's why we out here on the highway ahead. You telling Jake, if you want to win and beat this, you gotta beat it through Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shah. You can't beat it through Esau. His systems are gonna fail, all of them. 15-minute cities, everything. He cannot give you peace and safety. He's not the man of peace. Yahweh Shah is the one of peace. That's who's gonna get the peace out. That's who's gonna get the glory, not Esau. Esau's a failure. You know, he just like put up a facade that he can save you.
They chill shit.
Yeah, that's the only thing Esau good at. What you gonna do? That's say 15-minute cities gonna fail because they're saying they should not escape. So man, them cartels, they will come right into them 15-minute cities, man. These other groups that rile up, these are radical government groups. You know, you gonna have the military gonna splinter off. We ain't with Kamala Harris. We cannot raise a banner to no Kamala Harris. We are the, you know, whatever they want to call themselves, WF or the PF, you know, whatever they're gonna call themselves.
Boys.
Yeah, Federation. I'm talking about like military wise. I think the military gonna split and break off and take their equipment. We're the new founding fathers organization, the FAAA. You know,
some of them UN troops.
Yeah, they gonna break off and start their own little federation. They gonna fight America. Like they gonna say Kamala Harris is not a real American. She's not a real president.
Those Ishmaelites that are here, if Kamala Harris gets elected or selected, whatever you want to call it, they're not having no respect. If those Ishmaelites that are here, once Kamala gets in, they're gonna have like zero respect for America, and those are the dangerous ones because those are the ones that are inside our walls, per se. I mean,
they could probably start a coalition. It might be the new jihad, Mossad, you know.
Yeah,
and they probably got weaponry and stuff. And
set up an IED in the fucking side of the road.
Yeah, like I said, they already in the politics part. She probably got one of her cabinet. I'm some nice C4 for her butt. You know, as soon as she do a little press conference, boom! And they gonna get on there with the Haji Adi Adema.
Yeah.
You know? And then the Americans going crazy. Chaos, man. They say you're gonna have so many different factions in this sucker. They already here. There's a lot of different factions. You got Ishmael, you got China, and everybody, what they say, vying for the number one spot. Everybody want to be number one. Russia, because who's number one? You know, world news, Babylon the Great America. So that's who everybody, you know, is gunning for. And then America so dumb, what is it saying in the scriptures? A village of unwalled village. They don't let everybody in. Like I said, if I was in pilot, I'd be paranoid to the mug, man. I'd be looking at every foreign person. Hey, man. That's like that movie they made, Civil War. What type of American are you? Right. You know, because you never know. He might have ties to this other country. He's in your thing. They learned the ways. Yeah. And they're looking for chaos, man. Talking about American national security. You already gave up your security.
And another thing to think
Trojan
about.
horses is in here.
All these other countries, they got their own cryptocurrency, their own type of CBDC. So they're gonna go war for that too, just to make sure where their currency is like legal currency and stuff like that, legal tender, just like how United States dollars. Yeah, the brick, they're gonna go to war for that over that cryptocurrency as well too.
Yeah, they gonna be banging for supremacy. You know who gonna run it? Like you said, gonna lead to that. Like, why your currency above my currency?
Right.
We did this to bring America down, so we should get this. That's why it's gonna be straight chaos, man. In the midst of the chaos, guess who's gonna show up? How gonna show up with that fathership, man. And then the whole world really gonna go into panic. Then they're gonna put out there, it's aliens. Right. It's aliens out there. Everybody got something to fight the aliens. Sign up your children to fight the aliens. And then, like, you got to know what's up that time. He's going to be running all kinds of media, saying the aliens is giving out radiation. They do this. Don't go on no charity, you know, and have you against your own power. So this thing going to get real ugly real quick, man. You got to know what's going on, and the truth is going out in the highway hedges right now. We letting everybody know what's about to come to pass. So when it comes, you can what to say? What's that? Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding should be the stability of our times. Losing paraphrasing. Hey, you gonna need that, man. A lot of people gonna lose it when they see these super soldiers, these jeans play soldiers, a dude pop up with a cat head, a minotaur head. You know, Esau doing that right now. Your average hood nigga Jake gonna lose it, man. He gonna be, oh Lord, what's that? You know, they gonna have men's heart failing them. When they see RoboCop, you know, come up giving orders, gun pop out his hip, you know, they gonna lose it. I thought this was movie stuff. Man, Esau got that, man. It's gonna get that crazy. It's gonna get that wild, Yasharala. And there's gonna be so many different factions in this sucker fight for supremacy. But we know through the scriptures that all gonna get their power to the beast. Y'all gonna do the MOTB. So we know that they're gonna be on one accord on that one. But then they're gonna be, you know, I'm about to this and that. Everything gonna fall apart. It's gonna be chaos, man. Everybody gonna be fighting to try to stay alive. You're gonna see people invading one another for a lack of bread. You thought, you know, that your neighbor was cool, gentle. He gonna be over there like Rambo, ta-ta-ta, because you got a loaf of bread in your house.
A single loaf.
Single loaf of bread. He got hungry children in the house. I'm hungry, daddy. So this dude gonna turn raging mad crazy, draw blood, because he gotta feed his babies at the house. He's gonna get animalistic out here, Yasharala. I mean, that's why they say all hell breaking loose. People gonna be hungry.
Yeah, this is Ezekiel 12 and number 20. It says, and the cities that are inhabited shall lay waste, and the land shall be desolate, and ye shall know that I am the Lord power. Hey, that just goes with the brother said, man. It's gonna be crazy out here. The Lord said these cities are gonna be destroyed. These lands are gonna be in chaos. It said dead bodies gonna be laying in the street like dung. We coming into those times, man. You gotta have the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge to know that, and to know what to do next, man. Because you leaning on your own understanding, like, oh yeah, it's going crazy right now. I'm gonna try to run over here and do this. Hey, if the Lord didn't tell you to put that on your spirit, I didn't tell you to do it, you're gonna get caught up in it. So hey, this truth is the key to your salvation, man. And having this truth, you learn everything that you need to know. You need to learn the Lord's name. Hey, you call on the wrong name, that's an instant death right there. The Lord ain't hearing that in these times, man. He want to hear you how about Shimmy Al Shah, not Jesus. So, hey, man, all hell is breaking loose, and the Lord said these cities is going to be destroyed, and we're in the midst of that now. They're already crumbling right now. It's going to get worse on a physical level. We're really going to see it. It's going to be like brother said earlier. They putting bricks on the streets, and there's going to be lootings and robbings and people breaking in and shit. It's crazy. It's going to get crazy, and that's what these scriptures is telling you, man. So you can have a leg up, so you can know. You got it.
And it's gonna come upon. It's gonna start at the house of Israel. The destruction gonna come on Judah, man. Especially the ones that like I said, ain't been trying to keep the laws, commandments, being disobedient, being rebellious children. They gonna get the worst of this stuff, man. That's about to come out. That's what it's coming for. Lord about to do a purge, man. You got it out.
You got it out. Go ahead.
This is Luke 12 and 49. If I haven't read this already. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? You know, the Yahweh Shai, when he comes, he basically gonna just do the finishing blow, because mankind, we're gonna be already at each other's throat to the point to where we're gonna be already strong the earth, but we're doing it on the carnal level. When Yahweh Shai come, he gonna turn America into basically an altar.
Wasteland, that fire, purging fire. ICBM.
So another thing that I wanted to mention is that even though we're telling you, based on our own personal imagination of what's gonna happen, just like when we read Jeremiah 30:7, it said it's gonna be a time such as never was before. So even Yahweh Shai said it that my thoughts are not your thoughts, and neither my ways are your ways. So Yahweh Shai warning you that, but we're telling you what we're reading in the scriptures. All we can tell you what we can think of, what we can conjure up in our own personal mind, but everything we're talking about is going to be a whole lot worse than what we described.
That's why the scriptures actually said dead bodies laying in the street.
Yeah, that's going to be dead bodies, going to be dead, all of that. But with the Jacob trouble, everything that we're pretty much imagining right now, it's going to be 10 times worse. Just think about that. That's why when we talk about Jacob trouble, They said such a time as never was before. There ain't gonna be a time. The time we're speaking about is not gonna be, historically recorded. Like I said before. Like World War I, World War II. That was all historically recorded. A lot of people died in those times. But this particular time we're talking about, it's gonna be unimaginable. That's how bad it's gonna be.
Just like the scripture said, my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Yeah.
We thinking that it's going to be bad, but the Lord, hey, it's going to be way worse when the Lord comes, because He's been sitting up here, sitting in the heavens, looking down, like, man, I can't wait to destroy this place. Look at my people fucking up. Look at these following after these heathens. The Lord said He's going to destroy those who destroy the earth, and shit. The earth, the scripture said, is the Lord's footstool. So He really looking at it every day, looking at it like, man, look how fucked up my footstool is, man. Man, I'm about to tear this shit up.
The anger's been kindled, like greatly. They gotta finish great. You got something?
Yeah, I had a point. It's gonna be so bad that like these mighty men, they're gonna be shitting on themselves. They're gonna be pissing on themselves. They're gonna be fainting and dying from what they see, like having heart attacks.
Said that when the Luke paraphrase, when the scripture said the man's heart shall faint in this time, and so that's how bad it's gonna be. Like when they see some wickedness. Because you used to seeing a person, you got the regular day that used to seeing a person getting shot, getting killed in front of them. That don't affect them. That's not going to be nothing compared to when they see shit that gonna cause people to have heart attacks. That's the type of level of destruction that Yahweh Shah going to bring on America, aka Babylon the Great.
What you gonna do when you see a newly created creature that the Lord come build on the spot, just roaming down the street? You don't even know what to do. You're like, what the fuck?
You gonna pass out.
They showed that in that movie. What was that movie? It's on Amazon. Tomorrow War.
Oh yeah.
Remember newly created creatures, and they was just taking over. Them suckers was off the chain, shooting stuff. Yeah, so they kind of showed the predicted program because it's gonna be like that. I said a lot of these man, they hood jakes ain't ready, man. 2/3 ain't ready. Their minds are nowhere near ready for what's to come. They only go by what Esau told them. I'm gonna got a little precept. A couple precepts to talk about that violence. This is Ezekiel 7:23. It says, make a change, for the land is full of bloody crimes. The city is full of violence. 24. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses, and also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. Verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. They showed you right there, like it's brought up everything all the brothers been saying, man. The strong, the prompt, hey, the strong gonna cease, man. You thought a little Ray on the block, a little gangster dude, like he was the baddest thing. You gonna find out, man, that dude ain't nothing, man. He gonna be crying, peeing on himself when he starts seeing these super soldiers and these robots and all the murder and bloodshed and all the dead bodies you walk and see when you come out the house. Because it said I should bring the worst of the heathen. So we're gonna see Ishmael, he gonna be that wild man again. You're gonna see beheaded bodies, burnt bodies, intestines laying all on the street. They done got gutted and butted and all that type of stuff, man. And it's gonna be very common. Yeah, brain fragments hanging out, eyeball over there. It's gonna be common to see that.
Man, we ain't even talking about this, but we just talking about just the normal body. We ain't even talking about the people that probably, if they can't find food, they gonna turn around and try to eat other people.
Cannibalism,
man, cannibalism. That's in the scripture.
You might see that. You might go down the block. It's like 3 people like savages eat somebody's guts.
Some zombies, man.
Yeah, they looking at you like, oh, you next. Me. You gotta run.
Yeah.
They're for eating people. It's gonna get bad like that. Like I say.
Things that's gonna happen that we haven't been desensitized to. Through all the movies and all that. We haven't seen. We're going to see stuff that they haven't even imagined. We can't even imagine we're going to see. They haven't desensitized us to all of the shooting. People get stabbed. That ain't nothing now. Even though if you haven't seen it in person, you didn't see it happen so much in movies, and it's been so realistic that would be a shock to you. But like y'all saying, it's going to be things that we're going to see that Esau has to desensitize us to.
Man, I'm talking. We talking like when we talking about cannibalism. We talking about like people they're gonna have butcher house for people. How with a butcher house they hang the meat upside down. You're gonna see people's body hanging upside down, getting them ready to be cooked on the grill.
Like you
the
might see a
Hamites.
wild man with a skinned person.
Yeah.
He wearing a mask or somebody he done skinned and took their face off. He got their face on.
That's in that movie. You ever seen that old movie Jeepers Creepers?
Yeah.
Hey, that was a good
Chainsaw
movie.
Massacre.
Yeah, even the song in that movie where it said Jeepers Creepers, where do you get those eyes? Like God, that's terrible, man. That's the fear we trying to tell you. This is the reason why you need your how about you outside in these times, man. You know,
It's about to get wild. It's gonna start with civil unrest. You know, it might be fighting over gas price. It might raise up gas $8 a gallon. That will start civil war overnight. How I'm supposed to get to work? How I'm supposed to make a living? Government like, oh well. The people like, oh well. Man, go get my AR-15 and whoop whoop and go get little Billy Bob and we're gonna storm the Capitol. And it'll start just like that, you know. So it's very easy. The setup is already there. The structure's already set up, man. All it takes is a phone call. Raise the gas prices up. Take this from the people. The Esau is all about freedom. Liberate. They love it. What's the Constitution? The Constitution says, you know, so when the elites deviate from that, Esau feels slighted. Like, I'm supposed to have my white privilege. How dare you take something from me and take my white privilege, man? We about to get the guns and fight. It's going to start. They're going to kick it off. It's going to be these Edomites get round up. And, you know, Jake like a follower. When Esau get to fight for their country, Jake going to be, I got to fight for my country, man. Jake going to get out there and want to fight, too. And then Esau like, we ain't never like two niggas. They're going to blame it on Jake. Jake dumb butt. It's like, what was it? The beginning of that Civil War movie that Jake was out there with them damn Edomites. They left his ass out there stuck. His ass got shot up. Like, you shouldn't even been out there with him. There's a lot of Jakes will go out here and fight with Esau because all they know and believe in is Babylon the Great America. And the Lord, like I said earlier, the Lord, like, man, that's the most rebellious, old degenerate plant. I got something for your butt, man. Them Edomites you trying to ride with, they're going to hang you. I'm going to have them string you up right after the Trump rally. You know? And then we're not going to feel sorry for them Jakes either. Like, you shouldn't even been out there with Esau. Like I said earlier, they said never trust thy enemy. Esau's your enemy, man. Jake got to know that. They said you got a lot of Jakes don't even know that. That's why a lot of them going to get judgment.
even the ones that do, even the ones you do tell it to, they just like, man, I don't believe you. You know, they under that strong delusion. That's the worst place to be in right there. When you under strong, when we tell you that Esau's your enemy, and then you still go hunting with his motherfucking ass. That's the bad place to be in right there, man.
They gonna do it. They don't care. They gonna still go out there with them and get messed up. They're gonna be the first ones to start getting judgment, and that's because they disobeyed that first commandment. Never trust thy enemy. Esau about to cry. He said, Trump go to jail. Y'all should rob him. Get ready. Because that's their biggest fear right now. As I'm looking at Esau, he's trying to run these pestilences. Oh, ain't nobody paying attention to that. They worry about their boy Trump. That's their biggest worry. They worry about gas prices, food prices, and Trump. And they think Trump can fix all those other issues. They believe he's going to lower the gas prices, lower the food, stop the war. I'm looking like, boy, y'all know this World War III is biblical prophecy. Trump can't stop that. But they believe Trump can. They believe Trump is like the answer to all their problems.
Even though we're coming out of the scriptures and we're telling people that there's gonna be somebody on the comment board scoffing, that ain't true, that ain't that ain't this, and just let you know that their wisdom is gone, man. There's gonna be a Jake to do that shit, man. And they don't have the wisdom, understanding the knowledge of the Lord. They don't have that fear of the Lord on, and that's gonna be a detriment to their health, man, because they're gonna end up getting caught up in it. Because the wise man is here, Proverbs 1 and 5. It says, wise men will hear and will increase learning. See, it's gonna be somebody on the comment board hear this and be like, nah, hell no, I'm about to go the other way. These niggas is bullshitting. But somebody of the hopeful elect gonna hear this and be like, man, they coming out of this with the scriptures. Everything they saying is backed up by the book. So let me pick this book up and see, because I got a little bit of time left. But it says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain to wise counsel, man. And that's exactly what we did, and that's exactly what somebody else who of the hopeful elect is gonna hear. But those of the 2/3, they're gonna hear this message and be like, man, y'all just reaching. You know, that ain't gonna happen. Esau is my friend. Hey, Charles White said the American Trump supporting Edomites is gonna be my friend at these times. And they're gonna end up getting hung on the tree or getting burnt up alive, or get used as a shield or something.
Cannon fodder.
And that blows my mind when they say we reaching. I'm like, you got all this stuff going on. Did Ukraine not invade Russia? What are you talking about? Is Iran not talking about attacking Israel? Is the dollar not collapsing? What the hell you mean we reaching?
Are these weak nations not rising up against Babylon the Great?
Man, it's in your face. Are they not promoting the microchip in your face? So what the hell you mean to reach? This is easy. We ain't reaching for nothing. We go right on YouTube and show you biblical prophecy in your face. Earthquakes is happening at a big time astronomical rate now. Notice it was another one. I think it happened in Russia, and they like big. It's like 4.0s and higher happening in all kind of places. So earthquakes, diverse places is happening. You got uproars of the people. Bangladesh is rebelling against their government. Europe is on the verge of collapse. They're rebelling against their government. So I'm like, what the hell you mean to reach? I ain't got to reach for nothing. All I got to do is go right on the TikTok or YouTube, and I can put it all in your face. So what I can tell me, that's the people that's like ducking their head under covers. Like the boogeyman won't get me from under covers. You know, the robber come in, he duck under covers. Man, he just gonna off your butt under the covers. Thank you. I ain't gotta like look in your eyes when I murk you. That's not getting rid of the boogeyman. It's because, and that's where Jake, like I said, that's what most Jakes is in, especially the gangster ones. They're scared. So what they do is they deny that it's happening.
They deflect it.
Yeah, that's like ducking your head under covers. I look at them like a little bitty child, like one of my children. It ain't happening.
Real quick, it's Isaiah. They're going back over the doctor just saying Isaiah 30:9. It said that this is a rebellious people, lying children that would not hear the law of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophet, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit.
Yeah, they want to hear Esau as their friend, and this place is going to last for another 30 years, 40 years, maybe 100 years, or their house is going to continue forever, but it's not going to happen like that, man. Hey, the scripture said chaos and destruction going to come, and you should embrace that, man, because, hey, with that chaos and destruction coming, that's the kingdom of heaven on the other side, man. That's the death of this place and the rise of Yasharallah, man. And if you're in the right spirit, you want to see this place go down and you get rose up to the top because you've been at the bottom for so long. But a 2/3 Jake, they like the crumbs from the rich man's table. They want to stay at the bottom, man. They want to be included in there with their enemy, man, and be on equal playing fields whenever we're a better people, as the scriptures say.
And I got a precept to back up what you just said right there on what's that? Exodus 15:3. It's like you should be ready for war. You should be one with the Lord war. This is Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. So if the Lord is a man of war, you need to be a man of war. You need to be getting your warrior spirit on. You need to be getting ready for war. You're ready to see all kinds of, unaliving, things of that nature.
And another thing about the man of war is going to know who their enemies are.
Because you got to know who the enemy is to even go to war.
Yeah.
You got to know who the enemy is. So you should be getting your war paint on, man, spiritually, mentally and spiritually. And then that'll carry you through the physical.
The full armor.
Armor up, the whole armor of truth. Man, you need truth. You know what's going on. So, like I said earlier, if the Lord is a man of war, you need to be a man of war, not wanting some peace and wanting to get with your enemy. Man, Esau not gonna do that. And if we just give Esau this, if we bow down, he won't do us like that.
Scriptures tell you plenty of times, gird up the loins of your mind, gird up your loins, show yourself as a man. And then the Lord himself, it was even quoted that he was an austere man. That means he was a strong, no nonsense, no playing man, man.
And then reading on in Isaiah 30:11 right here too, because these are the very same mindset right here. Because this is why they refuse to do it. And it says, "Get you out of the way." Isaiah 30:11 it says, "Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease before us." And so that goes into when, like you said, gird up the loins of your mind. Basically, when you gird up the loins of your mind, you're putting on the whole armor of Yahweh Shah. All right, but when you got these 2/3, they don't believe who our enemies are. They're basically getting rid of that armor right here, because this is that mindset. They saying, "God, the Holy One of Israel to see from before." That means they're getting rid of their identity.
They shunning their power, man.
Yeah,
and they're not scared. They're not afraid of what the Lord can do to them for doing that. And this going back to Proverbs 1:7. It says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge." But fools despise wisdom and instructions. You see, we giving out the wisdom and instructions, just like we gained the wisdom and instructions. We giving it out freely. And the scriptures gives you the scriptures is the wisdom, is understanding and instructions of the Most High. And the fear of the Lord, man, is the beginning of it. And like that precept he just read, he said they shun their power, man. They don't have the fear of the Most High, so they're not going to get this, and that's going to be a detriment to them. Man, wisdom is a gift, man. You gotta have that. That's a life-saving gift right there. A lot of people over here are walking about as fools and not even knowing.
And reading on in Isaiah chapter 30 and 12. And it says, wherefore thus says the Lord, just as the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word.
Yeah, you despise the word. You don't have the fear of the Lord. So hey, you're not going to be protected in that day.
And it says, and trust in oppression.
Hey, man, you trust in your own self, man. You lean on your own understanding. And since you laid in your own understanding, hey, you're going to lay on the ground as dust and as dung.
And then it says, in perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly in an instant, and at an instant.
Yeah, you was living in Babylon the Great and all the perverseness, man. But this place play on your flesh. All the bullshit, the alphabet agendas, and all the wickedness this place puts. Jake like to stay on that, man. Jake like want to live in that type of world instead of these scriptures, man. And that's going to be a detriment to him.
And that's another reason why we bring up Micah 2 and 10, because it says, arise ye and depart. Meaning your mindset should not be trying to build up Babylon the Great. Because the scriptures even said that Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. Because when you read Jeremiah 49, when he said we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
And they're trying to build their home on the sinking ship.
Right. And that's why when you say rise ye and depart, because this is not your rest, it shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. So when I mentioned all of the alphabet agenda, the LBGT, whatever, and all of the adultery, the sin and adultery here, you trying to hold on to this place, that's what it's polluting, all right? And that's why you need to let go of this place and get into the ways of Yahweh Shah, man. That's what your mind need to be on.
They're saying to rise and depart, man. You got to depart from here, man. Like, what's here left for you? It ain't nothing here, man. You're supposed to be chanting down this place.
Man, the only thing that's left for you is death. That's it.
See, if you still trying to live here, man, you're going to get destroyed with this place. That remind me of that precept that said, the wise man builded his house on the rock, which is the Lord.
Right.
See, you build your house on sand, that's Esau Edom's kingdom, man. You're going to get destroyed with it. Everything is going down. Everybody's against each other. So why would you want to build your house on the place that's falling?
That's the spirit. I'm going to bump up on that precept that I brought out earlier. They go in right what y'all was saying. To this Exodus 15 and 2. The Lord is my strength and song, and he's become my salvation. Man. He is my God, and I will prepare him a habitation. My father's God, and I will exalt him. That's what we should be doing right there, man. Make your habitation of the Lord. That's why I said built on that rock on Yahweh Shah. Everything should be put on Yahweh Shah, man. If your stuff is on Babylon the Great, you're gonna be destroyed with Babylon the Great. Straight up. It's like I said earlier on something too. You got the alphabet agenda. I put in an article, I don't know if y'all seen it. They said they have more calls this year for alphabet help than they've ever in the history of the USA since they started 2006. So that's war right there. You're gonna have straight people, heterosexual people versus alphabet agenda. They might be having a little parade, walking down the streets. They might want to get more, physical outlandish. Like, oh, you got a daughter, you teaching, your children right, you straight. They might want to start fighting straight people. Not to mention,
remember that time there was an article came out that all these alphabet people are buying up guns now.
So the war set up. They gonna say alphabet agenda. Might people say for us to thrive, we gotta get rid of all the straight people, which is straight death. Because I'm like, bro, you're the reason we're here. Me laying down with your mama laying down with your dad. That's why you're here. So if you get rid of all of heterosexual people, you have an end. But see, they got them on a sway. They think, oh, we'll just do lab creating. They looking at technology. We'll just create humans in a lab. Extract, and do it that way. Lab created babies. That's how, they believe in science and technology. That's why they're doing hormone therapy and getting the surgeries. They believe in technology. They'll be your first people to take the MOTB. The alphabet agenda, they'll take the MOTB with flying colors. They're already ready for it. They're like, about time, goddammit, put me in the system. Alphabet agenda take it. And once they take it, they gonna get You know, they hate heterosexual people, straight people. They be looking at this Jake like, he like, you know, he's a God-fearing man. They'll say he a Jesus man. You know, they'll try to attack you, man. They're in a big enough mob. Say if you by yourself and it's 30, you know, they got their little Daisy Dukes on and they honey boom. And they might try to get at you at first. You know, if you decline like, nah, man, I don't swing that way. What? You know what they got? They said in Atlanta, they got them. They got mobs in Atlanta that go around and they ravish dudes.
The booty bandits.
Yeah. They talk about this. Yeah, they got those. They said Atlanta, they come around. They 30 deep. You get caught slipping, you ain't got no gun on you. And they say they'll beat you up. And they take it, man. So they gonna get emboldened. Esau might get more laws, more backing to them, and they might feel like this they right. Like you offending them if you don't bend over or you know get them no head.
It's 2024. You should like gay niggas.
Yeah.
You should like transgenders. You ain't a real man unless you had a transgender.
Yeah. Are you offending me? How dare you say you don't want my rod in your backside? You ain't gonna put your rod in my backside. That's offensive. I'm about to report you. Are they gonna go get, little Ray TT shit and Saucy Santana, and they gonna come down 50 deep in some vans and try to snatch you up and have their way? They're doing that in Atlanta right now, man. They're gonna get emboldened. Especially if Kamala Harris get in office. You know, Democrat, they're all about the alphabet agenda. So watch for that war. Straight people are like, look here, man, they're defective. We gotta knock them off. All them need to go. So you got that wars coming. Straight versus
It was groups of those in Louisiana. Like shit, you go to Mardi Gras time, you'll see groups of those people around just walking down the street.
I had a encounter with them when I was on Bourbon Street, man. They was, like I just said, they was in a group, and man, the Lord had it, man. I backed up, I had a bottle. I'm cracking the person over the head with the bottle. They ran up. I thought they was gonna rob me. But they was trying to get some rod and stuff. I was like, God damn, it's like 30 of y'all on the block, man. What the hell? I was prepared. I had my shoes tied tight. You know, the Lord said, "Been prudent." I was gonna hit one of the bottle and run. You know, I thought they was coming to rob me. They trying to see where I'm at. They buy you a drink. What's up, man? They grabbing they shot. Like, oh hell no. Nah. Got a little moms. Huh?
They just had that red dress run in Louisiana.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They was doing like a marathon in the dress.
That's so symbolic too and spiritual. Red dress. That symbolizes it's about to be blood running in the war. That blood about to run in a minute.
Hey, to go back to your point about the alphabet people, they like technology or they trust in it. One of the things that Esau has done, they trying to get to where you can make a baby without actually, heterosexual people having sex, and they just get the different things from the different people and put it in the bubble like the Matrix.
Yeah, I seen that.
And that's demonic right there, man.
And they betting on that too. I seen a lot of
they completed it, but that's what they trying to do.
Yeah. I seen they promoted. They trying to say they can already do it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the Momos promoted like, we don't need straight people. Some little tranny on there. We don't need straight people. You see this technology? We can make babies without y'all. And I was like, oh shit. It made them more prideful.
Yeah. And that goes to what Isaiah when he said he's trying to be like the Most High, because we know that Yahweh can kill and he make alive. And that right there, that technology is very demonic. That's Esau even trying to overthrow Yahweh. Yeah.
Like the fake miracles.
That's a fake miracle.
Yep.
Right, that's a fake miracle doing from the people. That tranny, he was emboldened from that. You know, he was all hyped up and talking noise. Like if a straight person was next to him, he probably beat him up. The way he was talking, he was riled up. Go ahead.
Hey, but that in that situation, which they talk about in the lab with the little bubble thing, the one thing that they ain't really counting on is the fact that Yahweh ain't gonna be with that. So even if they can get egg and the cell to get together, he ain't gonna be with it to where he gonna be putting the soul in that egg, because they say when a man and a woman have sex, when they conceive, it's a spark, and that's the Most High putting the soul into that embryo. But he ain't gonna be doing that in the lab with Esau doing over
GMO baby, GMO baby coming out like a monster chewing on shit. Then my thing is, what if, like you said earlier, what if EMP? What if the lights go out? All that is predicated on technology. What happens when it loses power? Or the backup generator don't work? Because all that stuff probably needs like constant, refrigeration. Or I don't know what all it needs, but it needs all that stuff going on. And what happens when that power break? You got a bunch of hard heads out here thinking it's food in her, They raided. It's like I said, man. It's not gonna last, man. Lord gonna overthrow that, man. It's gonna be a bunch of They gonna mess the facility up.
That
Now
already
what?
happened with the, they didn't talk to all of these women into worry about your career and freeze your eggs, and these women, 20 years ago, they done froze their eggs. Now if they 40, they going back and finding out. And when we had, lightning strike, your shit been gone for like 10 years. Your shit thawed out like 10 years ago. It's a wrap.
That's, hey, that probably devastate Shane.
Yeah.
Should have got it in.
It's like, hey man, shit, we gone.
They ain't gonna procreate. They're like, dang, now I gotta get with a man. And like I said, that egg probably gone. You'll miss your window. Trusting in Esau.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to say. That's what you get for trusting in your enemy right there.
God,
You are forever
Esau
dead.
thought you could get it in. And this devil technology, all the technology gonna fail. That's why the Shane, hey, like I said, Shane probably covered that woman. Like I done did some more stupid stuff. My grandma and them didn't do that. I froze my eggs. This devil promised me I could freeze my eggs, get my egg back, then have a baby, have a career, and now she's saying that's not so. So they done killed her whole little dream. And that's her fault. She should have got with some young dude and did the way her grandma and them did. Build the family with a dude that you going with your career, not choose a career of a man. Plus, look, now you ain't got no man, so all the structure fall out. You ain't got no covering. Now you got to run the Esau this MOTB, and he don't give a damn about that either. He like, shit, we over quota. Step to the left. All y'all get laid out. I can only protect so many, or you want to get so many rations.
And with the spirit, because all of these things is a witness against the Babylon the Great. But even if you go into the history of Genesis, the 19th chapter, where it speaks about Sodom and Gomorrah, that should tell you right there. What did Yahweh do with Sodom and Gomorrah? He destroyed it with fire and brimstone. And here it is, you got America, aka Babylon the Great, that's doing the same thing, worse than what Sodom and Gomorrah is doing. And you think, somehow in your mind, you think America still got another 10 to 30 years. Man, that's madness right there, man. And that goes back to what we talking about, that strong delusion. So if you think that Yahweh destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah back in the old days, back in the days of Abraham and Lot, and when you read about that, what makes you think that America is gonna have this, that's gonna come out a lot better than Sodom and Gomorrah, man?
Like I said, we 20 times past that now, man. We got transformers, man. I'm gonna do a lesson, Lord willing. There's a transformer on the dude's lodge. Y'all see that? Put up there.
No, I ain't
And
seen that one yet.
the transformer looked like a fine bride. So the little young dude, he didn't want to believe it was a transformer. The transformer tell him like, I'm trans. He's like, no, you not. No, you not. He's like, you did see that? Yeah. He's like, I'm this. And he told dude to stand up. Dude was like, I ain't standing up. So the trans showed him the hormones.
Yeah, the
Jake
hormones,
still didn't believe it. Like, man, you was not no woman. It would trip me out. Dude got the trans got annoyed. So when he just switched his voice up, he was like, I ain't standing up. I was like, damn, the voice changed like demonic. Because he talked like a woman, had that little sweet look.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not standing. You still gonna love me if I'm trans? Then like Jake kept poking, and then he was like, I ain't standing up. I'm not doing that. Jake was like, oh shit. I was even took him back like, damn. Look how this thing disguised his voice and looked like it. And man, they say Jake got a life saved. Like, say if he didn't tell him the truth and he met him. Man, the way his voice was, he been there, you gonna take mine. Jake get messed up. Or you drink something, you go over a little, you think you at a bad chick house. She got the iron pulled up. Jake gonna think he fresh, drink the iron, all of a sudden he pass out.
Oh man.
Shit, he just wake up outside, little booty hole in his hand.
One footy on.
Yeah, one footy on. Hey, trans done, dumped him and let him out. Like, got that one, And then look, that creates violence. Now Jake like, hey, I gotta get that dude.
They go put your ass out.
Yeah, I gotta get that dude.
Man, it's already been news clips about the situation.
Yeah.
Whenever they got catfish, and what did Jake do? He ended up killing them.
Like
And you know how wicked this society is, because in the scripture they say that you supposed to put some people to death anyway. You supposed to unalive them. But what America, aka Babylon, the Great do? They persecuted him. basically send him to jail for whatever, however many years that they went to jail for. But that should tell you how wicked this society is, man. This is why.
Create that hostility. It's
Yeah.
that war right there. They're
Yeah.
gonna start backing him up and giving him a boldness. It's gonna be. I said nowadays I look at young Drake. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. You don't really know what you're talking to no more. They're taking hormones. Them things on his chest could have been real. You know, they getting hips. They're taking hormones and like this. I know that this place is so wicked. They probably giving them like grants. They probably getting that for free.
Oh yeah,
Like this that won't give you medicine to really, you know, or real herbs to heal you.
I heard they did that in the military if they want to switch.
They giving it to them for free, huh?
Yeah, in the military.
Yeah, so you don't know what you getting, man. They just say we pass something more, and that's gonna start a war. You're gonna have straight heterosexual versus alphabet agenda. That division. We got that division going on. We got the division on now. They're trying to bring up pedophilia. That's gonna bring division.
Yeah,
That's gonna bring, you know, straight war like that. People like, I'll be damned if you mess with my child. You know, Esau, because Esau wants that. Esau's already into pedophilia. So now he's trying to make it legal. That will start a war. That will start civil unrest.
They say you're gonna be outside of the community, like the chip. You're gonna be outside of civilization. You're gonna be damned. They basically the same thing they're saying about the chip. If you don't accept being the pedos and what they're doing, they call it now, or something like that. You know, if you're against that, then you're gonna be outside of society. You're gonna be
Gonna
shunned.
be outside.
It's
They're
not
gonna be
even
outside.
As minor attractive persons.
Yeah, it's gonna matter.
That's horrible. They say they got a whole organization for it. That's gonna cause civil unrest. You know, Eve,
They
well,
got two
certain
of them.
Eves, they feel a certain way about their child. As soon as Esau, like, yeah, I got the right to, you know, hit little Jaquan in the back. You know, Eve ain't gonna go for that. Then you still, I noticed at this point in time, I've seen more Jake fathers ever in my lifetime. A lot of Jakes are in their sons' lives now. You know, so that's not gonna fly, man. Jake gonna put that, you know, that Glock 40 to you, talking about hitting, you know, little TK in the back, like, you got me messed up all the way.
You already know.
Women, that's gonna be straight war right there. Esau like, well, map and the Constitution says and the new law, I have a right to little Cynthia.
They got another one called NAMBLA. I think it's like National Association of Man Boy Love. Some shit.
I think Map is like the old dude and the young female. But then the Nambla, like you just said, that's for like the being a little boy and shit, the Nambla.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fly, man. That's gonna start straight civil unrest, straight war, you know, and that's gonna open everybody's eyes. That's gonna back us up more. Be like, hold up, you mean to tell me this is a godly kingdom and you got grown men wanting to get in the backside of little 4 and 5 year olds? You mean to tell me that's right? So then you got a war, and that's look. They'll use that map and that Nambla to ban the Bible, but you got to take the scriptures out to make that go into play.
Yeah.
You know, you got to take the Bible out. So then, and like that's gonna start. That's automatic war. When they ban this Bible, ban this word, and we can't come out here and preach no more, we can't come out the scriptures, automatic war. Go ahead, Al.
And that's the head tribe of Esau doing all that shit because they're a bunch of weirdos.
God,
Yeah, that's why they fund them so much. 'Cause they're a bunch of weirdos.
the Amalekites,
Yeah.
Amalek, you know, they are like that. They say the biggest alphabet agenda parades is in Tel Aviv, in the Holy Land.
That's in their what they call it the Talmud what the
Talmud.
The Talmud, yeah, the Talmud, yeah. That's all in that book. You can look this up online. Like we ain't just talking. You know what I mean? You can literally Google this right now, and it'll tell you that the Talmud they actually practice those homosexuality. They accept that shit.
They're trying to get rid of the Bible and establish the Talmud as the head jurisdiction of religion of the whole world. They'll have their religion be in the play. And that's what they're trying to do. They got to take out the old order. The old order was backed on the word of Yahweh Shah. That's what Esau said. And now they want to bring up the Talmud. They're like, man, this don't serve us no more. You niggas got the book, bring the scriptures out, the truth is out. It worked for us at first because we put in a law format, you know, slave Bible format.
Right.
Now Jake started reading again. Now the truth is out. Now it doesn't serve me no more. So I'm going to pull my Talmud out and we'll use that as the new world religion. And that's going to start a straight war because you got a lot of Edomites raised on the Bible. They're not going to accept, they're not going to accept that Talmud. I'm like, what? You want to molest children?
Then you got a lot of Christian 2/3 Jakes who stuck in the plantation Christianity. The sweet baby Jesus, they ain't gonna go for it either.
That's when they're going to overstep, offend them.
Mhm.
Everything else they do is cool. When you take away my Bible? Oh, no, you got to take away my Bible in the name of Jesus. And they going to fight
They don't
over
even
that.
read
You know, you take away their Bible, now you gonna, you know, he already got demons on him, been in punch Christianity. Now you done activated, you taking away his book, and it's gonna be on. Oh, we gonna sit back and watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be straight chaos in this place, man. Because it's getting away from Yahweh Bashiach Shah, and they're trying to establish their Talmud, which is complete wickedness, complete opposite of what the Bible say. That's why that one chick got her little wake-up call. What's her name? Candace Owens? She said Christ is king, and they fired her butt. And Emily Christ was like, what? Say it again, helpful. She's like, Christ is king. Out of here. Then she started going on all the Jake podcasts, you know, trying to suck up after she done got her little, you know, a lot of them getting that wake-up call. Tommy Sotomayor. That's why I like them red pill dudes. All them was a bunch of coons. Yeah, all them red pill dudes. Fresh and fit. Huh?
He got cancer.
Nah, he got his wake-up call. One of the conservative dudes told him, like, basically, like, we don't like niggas. And they right on the live. He just said they're looking stupid. And I was like, yeah, that's what your ass get. Backing them up. A lot of them getting their wake-up call. Fresh and fit, all of them. Esau Stone like, man, I don't like y'all niggas. I like your content. I subscribe to it, but at the end of the day, it's fuck y'all niggas. And they be saying that looks looking stupid, like, dang. And like all the people, other content, like, I told you they didn't like you. You know, they build up on their content after that. What's that, Tariq Nasheed? You know, he sent her his leg crossed. See that dumb nigga? He got his wake-up call, and I told you. Now, we foundational black Americans, you know, they get, so I'm saying, all them getting that wake-up call, man. And that's the division being created. So now you can't stand on that no more. That's why I don't like the red pill dudes, man. They all cooned out. I said, hey, it's coons at my job starting to wake up because Esau turning on his coons. They didn't want to come to me, man, tell you, we got to stick together. I'm like, nigga, you was just over here jocking this goddamn devil. Now this devil cussed you out. Now you want to come over here and see where I'm at. I ain't about to take your little punk ass. So these devils growl up and take you out, that's you. You know? The Sambo, let's say the Eden Division, we talking about that before we started camp. They're losing their Sambos, and even Keisha turning on Esau. They say even the Eves is like, no, I ain't with them. Remember I did a lesson, the military chick in Space Force? She's all like, I'm starting to see something. And prophecy happening, and she right there in their uniform. Like, sound like you lose support of your Eves, man. That's been your biggest benefaction. So I can see, you know, and Eve a motherfucker. When she used to get all riled up and no, pick out me fuck on the set. Whoop de whoop. Let's say, hey, good luck.
Hey, most Eves, they woke up when they found out that immigrant was ignoring her food stamps. Man, that turned a lot of Eves off. They was talking crazy about that.
Kamala Harris, when she did that little thing with Megan the Man, that backfired. They all like, man, that made us look bad. We are more than twerking and this and that. I'm like, dang.
That ain't what you see on social media. That's all you do on. She get a camera in her face and twerk.
God. But then when it looked bad though, she want to back up.
Exactly.
Now it's backing off because all the red pill dudes are about. That's why I got my passport. You see him? That ain't looking bad. They said that her shame, Esau's shame started to be seen. And when Esau's shame started to be seen, it started to make Eve's shame being seen. Now you got this new movement of Eve. I'm wearing my natural hair. And I'm doing this and that. You got a lot more red pill Eves starting to pop on the scene. We out of order. They started to be like, oh girl, wasn't that Shari Ali? Mm-hmm. Now it's a bunch of red pill Eves coming up making content. They popping it. We out of order. And we need to obey the man. I said, boy, look at the power of Yahweh Shah. Now their whole tune is changing. The government is not for us. Women, I did one lesson. That one lesson was like, if Sonya Maxey had a man, she'd still be alive. We need a man now. I'm like, oh, dummy, now you get it. Yeah. Now you get it. I'm like, shit, they done already got their passports.
She was in that video. I seen that. She was in that video because she said if the man was there, they wouldn't even allow the cops to come in the house.
God.
I was like, okay.
Now Eve starts saying, now I'm starting to see Eve on the video. The white man is the devil. The white man is the Edomite. Like, I just happened to watch the video. You know, so I'm like, oh, shit, Eve. That's why Eve got to bring in this destruction coming in fast. Because he's losing support. You know, the so-called black woman. Oh, I bet black women is mad now when women that hair salon threw all their hair out there and they didn't give it to him. They threw it in the dumpster instead. Right. So he probably like, damn, man, you know, forget these days. He wouldn't let me have no hair. You know, then all the women look like, that's a damn shame. We fight for her, but we won't fight for our sons. We won't fight for our men, but black women out there for some hair, we looking real bad. So I'm like, hey, man, Lord is exposing everything right now. And Esau losing support of his women. You got Edomite women that just pearly things. She was all on Jake podcast. She trying to get up, Jake. What she trying to do? She all on there talking about, we doing this and doing that. We need to, fall up under the man.
Once she got her fame, though, she kind of switched back to the Edomite style and started putting on racist motherfuckers and shit.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah, just pearly thing.
Yeah, pearly thing.
Yeah. 'Cause they all like that. You tell she want to get her a Jake though, but she, they Edomites, man. That's why I can't never mess with no
They're
Edomites.
gonna revert back to their spirit
Exactly.
later.
Especially when all hell break loose. They gonna go with they kind. But Esau is losing support, man. That's how he's losing the war. He's losing the narrative. Their covering cast is coming down. So with that, it's making a lot of factions pop up that's against him, man. This group, that group, because now they see him. And everybody's starting to finger point at Esau, Edom like, man, you the devil. You the one passing these laws. You the reason why we can't get along. So that's the Lord bumping up against this devil about to come at him. So that's why now he's like, I got to strike now. While I got some semblance of power, while I'm still, got some organizations, I still got things under my belt, I got to strike now. And as he's about to strike, his stuff is all losing. It's all getting disorganized, scattered. You got cartels probably like, hey, man, we do our own thing. We don't listen to the United States government. What you talking about? We bigger than that, boy. You didn't know we took over Mexico? No.
Yeah, cartels own Mexico.
Yeah, so they probably bumping up against America. America probably gave them little guns, little money. They get in, they Tramago, Mago. Hey, I'm not rolling with y'all no more. You gave me what I wanted. It's mine now. You got Hamites starting to bubble up against Esau. I never thought I'd ever see that. An African bubble up to the so-called white man. It's happening now. We will not have it. We be like our own. They tell them we don't need your foreign aid. So I'm like, damn, everybody bubble up against you, man. Ishmael, he used to kiss Esau's butt real good.
Oh yeah.
Now they over there in the Shihad. I'm like, God dang.
I think they got the number 3 army in the world right now too. The India.
Good fight on that side. Yeah, so they all like, shit. Hey, man, Muhammad over here. So I'm looking at E like, it ain't looking good, man. But as far as us, we got to watch out, man. We got, like the occupant said, we got to stay within the Lord because it's about to be a lot of fighting out here, man. A lot of wars. Gender wars, sexual wars, political wars, money wars, food wars. You name it, it's there, man. All kind of division. War on top of war. Family wars. This my heritage. No, this go to my side of the family. Now your auntie was a whore. She F her what don't belong to her. Your wife can't get that, and they'll fight, It's gonna be all kind of wars, man. War is coming, man. You gotta wrap your mind around that. Don't be looking for peace. Peace comes after the war is fought. So get war ready is what we saying. Don't be, it's not gonna happen. Cause hey, if you like that, man, you an easy target. You easy work, man. They're gonna run through you real easy because you're not ready for it. Gonna be crying.
It's all in the scriptures, man. What was it? Sirach 2:1, when it says, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All of those things in the scriptures, man. So this is what we're not trying to tell you just to be fear mongering. We're trying to tell you to fear you. How about you out shy? But and the fact that you having this mindset of saying, hey, man, I hope we don't go to World War III, man, it ain't up to you. Because the scripture was Isaiah with the 55:11, he said, my word will not come back void. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's going to happen, man.
This place is too wicked to continue. This is I'm gonna read this. My God, this is Second Esdras 15, and let me start at 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Those who don't believe in the scriptures, who shun in the words of the Lord, who believe on Esau." It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction." And we're talking about there's gonna be all kinds of wars, civil unrest, and death and destruction everywhere. Famines, pestilence, everything. The Lord said this. And why is the reason? For the wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Who runs the earth? Esau, Edom. He's doing all the dumb moves which is he's not trying to do it. The Lord is making him do it to fulfill prophecy, and it's shooting himself in the foot. It says, "For the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So all the wickedness on this earth, man, that Esau even pushed out across the nations, is making the nations mad. People are waking up like, "Nah, you the devil, man." We know who's the corporate is you, and you got everybody against each other. You got everybody like is in a fucking powder keg, got to blow up on each other. It's you, and that's because his hopeful works are fulfilled. The Lord is about to bring all these plagues on the earth and destroy these devils and those who is joined up with him.
And real quick, I got one more precept too, man, because this is for all the non-believers and naysayers, that try to deny what we're saying. Because even the Apostle Paul said in Romans chapter 3 and verse 3, and he said, "For what if some did not believe?" And he said, "Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Shah without faith?" And in verse 4, he said, "Yahweh Shah forbid. Yeah, let Yahweh Shah be true, but every man a liar." Right? And so that's what I was talking about when we said, Isaiah 55:11, he said that his word will not come back void. So all of these scriptures, and you can really look at history and tell you, like even the Revelation, the 9th chapter, they tell you that the first world passed and two worlds come thereafter. And the second world passed. That's World War I, World War III. All of those things came to pass. And the scripture, this was written in the scripture 2,000 years ago. And you still have a hard time believing his word. So, that's the problem on you, man. Yahweh gave you up to be a tongue loose. Okay, so it said, "But let every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy stand and mightest overcome, and when thou art judged." All right, and so you don't want to be in that place where you still have a hard time believing the words that we're saying, man. But that's a bad place to be in, all right? Yahweh outside, he gonna just like the author said, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithful, man. So that's gonna be your downfall right there, man.
That's Revelation 11:14. Second world's past, third world coming quickly. So World War III will happen. Before that happens, you're gonna have a bunch of civil unrest and a bunch of civil wars gonna break out. Before that happens, a bunch of factions gonna break out. So basically saying we're being watchmen. We're telling you what's coming, so you can prepare yourself. That's what a good watchman does. You see the enemy coming, and they blow the horn, they blow the trumpet, so you can be ready, so you don't get caught, in your bed with your pants down. That's what we're doing through the Spirit. We're warning Jake so they can be ready and do what they need to do. Like I said earlier, armor up, be prepared, so they can make it through this perilous time.
Don't pay no mind to anybody who don't believe you or who like, "Oh, you crazy? You listening to them?" Don't do that. Don't pay no mind to that, man. Because the scriptures also said that as well. Like if I would have matter of fact, just jumping up to verse 3, it says, Fear none of the imaginations against thee. Let not none of the incredulity of them trouble thee. Speak against thee, man. So that's just pretty much telling you, man. Don't be ashamed of what's. Like if somebody say, nah, man, that ain't it. Come back over here. Don't let them pick your skin off, man. Because they unfaithful, they're gonna die and they unfaithful. What they're saying don't matter, man. Just continue on in this truth and be prepared and keep building yourself up, keep reading and studying and learning, because that's gonna save you.
Well said, man. Well, precept.
I got one. Give me 1 second. This is Isaiah 17:12 to Isaiah 17:14. Woe to the multitude of many people which make a noise like the noise of the seas, and to the rushings of nations that make a rushing like the rushing of many waters. Verse 3. The nations shall rush like the rushings of many waters, but God shall rebuke them, and they shall flee far off, and shall be chased as the shaft of the mountains before the wind, and like a rolling thing before the whirlwind. Verse 14. And behold, at evening tide trouble, and before the morning he is not. This is the portion of them that spoil us, and the lot of them that rob us.
And that last precept where he said this is the portion of them that spoil us and a lot of them that rob us, that's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. But all they did was steal, kill, and destroy. And so when you join unto them, that's pretty much going to be your lot as well, too.
like I said, don't rush in. Like the rushing of many waters, which a lot of them are gonna do that. Depending on what happens with Donald Trump, like depending on what happens with the U.S. dollar and gas prices, they're gonna rush in for war. They're gonna be riled up in the spirit of anger. Like how dare my country, not look out for me? I done paid taxes. Y'all gonna do me like this? Nah, man, get the guns, man. They're gonna say the U.S. Constitution said that Second Amendment rights, you're supposed to form a militia and overthrow them. And they're gonna get Jake to rush in based on the emotions. So that was a good one to close in on. But we're not supposed to get caught up in that. We gotta keep our eyes single, don't get hot by shower shy, and let these worldly people go fight for this world. But this ain't our rest.
All you really got to do is just pay attention to the prophecy. Like you see certain things happen. Oh, how about you shot that it's gonna happen right here? And Second Ezra 15:10. Oh, he said it's gonna be sedition among men. He said that. That's what we trying to tell you to do. Pay attention to the prophecy, man.
With that being said, man, hope it's been edifying with our press glory too.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakadosh.
Man. Hey, shalom to the Akim Akum Common Boys from the wrong.
The water for tuning in.
I appreciate it. Hey, when Trump supposed to get sentenced September 18th?
Yeah, he go for another hearing on that day.